Alright, so this is a Talos 1 video. I've been playing a little bit of Talos 1. Once I realized how much I liked Talos 2, I started thinking that maybe I should play Talos 1 first. So here we are. Now, one of the things about Talos 1 is that it seems to have harder puzzles that are accessible quicker. And this puzzle right here is one that was very hard. And I spent a lot of time earlier trying to figure it out, and I couldn't. And I spent so much time on it that I actually did sort of almost like memorize it in my head. So that meant I was able to think about it away from the game. And after having thought about it away from the game, I think I have a solution. So I'm going to try it right now and see if this works. And if it does, I'll be happy, and it'll also be just really something. Alright, so the thing that I couldn't get past, see, in all previous attempts, I've tried to set this beam here so that it can hit that and that at the same time, while also, if you set it like pretty much here, it blocks this guy from interfering with the beam. And it just seemed like that had to be part of the solution. But there was two problems. Number one, it wasn't working at all. And number two, it didn't really give me anything to do with the box. And I ultimately concluded, like, well, the box must be for some purpose. So I couldn't figure out anything to do with the box. So I figured, okay, the box must be to block this guy, which means even though this seems to work so well, that just must not be what you have to do. And so I started thinking about it in a very sort of logical way, and I thought, well, let's try to bring both of these beams out here. So here's what we're going to do. Okay, the goal is we have to be able to get the jammer past both doors, and that's the thing I've never been able to do. So we have to open both doors with red lasers, and the only way to open both of the first two doors with red lasers is with two jammers, so I had to bring a jammer out. I'm sorry, two reflectors, so I had to bring two reflectors out. Now I can take the jammer past the door, but what I need to turn around and do is now jam the door from the other side. So now what I need to do is keep this door open here, and now pick this up and use it on this. Did that open that door? Okay. So now I can take the jammer, go through here, and unlock the door. Oh my god. I spent, I don't know, I don't want to say hours and hours, but maybe a legit hour on this. And again, the thing that was holding me up was that I thought for sure that one of these deflectors needed to be right here, hitting that and that at the same time. And that was just causing so many problems. And it's like a real interesting example of this game. Like, you really do have to, sometimes your hang up is that you think the puzzle has to go a certain way, and you just have to rethink it. Now, I will say one thing about this puzzle that I don't like. Let's see if it will let me show you. There's two things about this puzzle that I don't like. First of all, I don't like the red thing here. Okay. And then I don't like let me see where it is. It's over here. I don't like this hole right here. And the reason is because these things are what is known in the law as red herrings. They are distractions. They are not part of the solution, but they are meant to distract you because you think that they might be. So this is a hole that you can shoot things through. And obviously, at the end, there is this red, I don't know what you call these things, ports, receivers, I don't know, this red laser receiver. This is not part of the solution either. And I was able to figure out pretty easily that like this couldn't possibly be part of the solution because there's just no way to get a red beam through, wind a red beam through all these different corners when you only have 2 reflectors and it comes from way the heck over there. But I don't know that Talos 2 has that kind of stuff yet. I don't think that Talos 2 so far has stuff that's like not part of the solution and just meant to distract you and cause you to waste time thinking about something that's not possible. And this is what Talos 1 has. And it's one of these problems with playing games in reverse orders, that sometimes the second game's better than the first because they figured out what stuff not to do. And maybe red herrings is something that the second game doesn't do. I don't think they've done it yet, but this puzzle had it. But I guess it's good to know that they're out there, so just because you see a red thing like this doesn't mean that a laser has to go into it. Alright, that's it.